Hey guys, what's up? What is up? We got 5 likes already, 3 people waiting. This is awesome. So, what do you guys think? You got some questions for me? You think the Raptors have become underrated? Feels like a lot of the media, the fans even, are Raptors fans. They're kind of underrating the team. What do you guys think? What's up, people? We got 4 people in here. Laser, hey, how's it going? Thank you guys for joining me. This is awesome on a Sunday evening. Beautiful Sunday evening. Got 7 people in here. How's it going, guys? Shoot me your questions. What do you think? The Raptors, have they become underrated? It seems like the media has the Raptors missing the playoffs. I'm doing good, Laser. I'm doing good. Thank you for being here. It's a pleasure doing this. It's been a while. It's been a really long time since I've done a live stream. So Andrew says, "What's up?" Hey, Andrew, how's it going? I don't know if you guys can hear that. That's my dog barking in the back. She just barks at the neighbors all the time. Are the Raptors underrated? Asked Andrew. I think so. How's it going? Says Holly Molly. I'm good. How are you doing? I see the Raptors being a 6 to 10 seed depending on Barnes' development, says Laser. What do you guys think? That's tough. Honestly, I'm really high on the Raptors. Hey, brother. Hope you're doing well. So, Serge. Serge, thank you for being here, man. You're always here. I appreciate you guys. Every single one of you guys. I don't know. The thing is, the Raptors. It seems like a lot of media personnel, even our Raptors fans. I dropped a video a few days ago of the NBA predictions for standings, and a lot of people said the Raptors are not going to finish fifth. I'm really high on the Raptors personally. Yes, the Raptors are very underrated. New York ahead of us, please, says Serge. Yeah, I don't see New York. Sher Khan says, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm good, Sher Khan. How are you doing? Jean Pierre says the East has certainly improved. It has. We'll have to see how Siakam comes back. Freddie also needs to step up in a big way, says Jean. Yeah, he is. He is. Kyle Lowry's gone now, and Fred VanVleet is going to be that main guy. You know, he's going to distribute a little bit more. I talked about this with some other guys as well. I feel like he needs to pass a little bit more instead of being a shoot-first point guard. But let's see what happens. I don't know about how you guys feel, but I really feel like for this team to succeed, we need OG Anunoby and Gary Trent Jr. to take a massive step. Like a huge step. We really need them to, especially their scoring. You know, OG Anunoby, you know he's good at the defensive end, but I want to see how he does on offense. I want him to take a bigger role, especially that first month, you know. That first month is going to be tough because Pascal's going to be out. So OG guys like OG, Gary Trent Jr., Fred VanVleet, the 3 guys we need on offense, all of those need to step up. But yeah, the East has definitely improved. How do you guys feel about the East? Do you guys really think the teams like the New York Knicks are better than us? The Celtics? I don't see the Celtics as being better. I don't see them being better. I mean, they got Dennis Schroeder, but he's being a backup point guard. Raps and Jays is asking, do you think Scotty Barnes will play in the starting lineup until Siakam comes back? You know what? I honestly wouldn't mind him, Raps and Jays, because he does facilitate. But the thing with him is he's going to be probably off the bench, knowing Nick Nurse. You know, he was really hard on Fred VanVleet, and I know Fred VanVleet was late in the draft, and Scotty Barnes is a top 5 pick. But still, you know, let's see what happens. I think Scotty Barnes is going to come off the bench. A little bit less pressure, right? Play against the bench guys. So Jim Pierce says, OG, well, he's there and ready for the big jump. I'm worried about regression from Gary Trent. We had such a small size sample with him and the Raptors. You need to ask Jean Pierre. Yeah, I agree. It was a very small size sample. I hope he's not one of those players where he's like, okay, I got the bag, I'm good. Because it doesn't seem like he's that player. You know, he seems like he really likes the Raptors. Gary Trent Jr., that is. I feel like he's going to really step up, you know. I really hope he does. But I think about that too sometimes. I hope OG does step it up because he needs to. We need him. The Raptors have always been underrated now in Toronto going all defense this year. I believe there's going to be more Raptors hates this year. Like hate from the media or from the fans, like our own fans? Because Flynn needs to step up as well. We need that bench spark plug. Yeah, FS. Flynn definitely does. I feel like our bench is really nice this year. How do you guys feel? Hearing about DeRozan and Ball going to the Bulls, they're going to be more formidable than they have since the Rose Butler days, says Serge. Whew. Serge, that's a hot take, man. You're saying they're going to be better than the Bulls team that had the Jimmy Butler and Derrick Rose. They were like 1 or 2 in the East, I remember, back in like early 2010s. Like, I believe it was 2012. This will be a fun season. Hoping Scotty Barnes is as good as I think he will be, says Holly Molly. I hope so too. I'm really excited about him. I think people do need to lower their expectations just a little bit, right? So I don't think he's going to be or compare him as Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs has one game where he drops 30 points. Scotty Barnes has one game where he drops 10 points. People are going to be like, oh, we should have drafted Jalen Suggs, you know? So it's going to be that kind of season, I feel like. Monroe saying, how's it going? Thank you for being here. I can see the Raptors as a top 5 seed, but also a 12 seed. A lot of questions going into the season, especially with the East getting better. Yeah, Monroe, there are definitely a lot of questions. I definitely do see them as a top 5, maybe 6 seed, but as long as we're healthy, I just don't see us dropping out of the playoffs. Start Scotty Barnes says point guard, says Andrew. That's definitely interesting. Andrew, who would you start at point power forward? Yeah, I agree. I feel like our bench is better than last year, says Raps and Jays. I know. How do you guys feel about Dragic? I know he's made those comments, but I feel like he's going to be really nice off of the bench. He can score. You know what he can do. You know, he's capable of 3-point shooter. He'll distribute a bit. So, yeah, I agree. I feel like our bench, yeah. Yusuf says, y'all forgetting about Boucher. Yeah, Yusuf, Boucher is the guy. Sorry, I forgot to mention him. That's who I expect to be starting in the power forward position. Just because he's comfortable with the lineup. Nick Nurse is comfortable with him. He's been here for a few seasons. Serge says you were. Yes, they were, my friend, but I believe that duo will be quite effective. Serge, are you talking about Trent and OG? Jabron Lames, a nice name. I think the bench defense has improved this year. They will help us win way more games than the team does, and the team does not collapse with the bench coming in. Yeah, I agree, and hopefully we're not playing our starters heavy minutes. We were playing starters like 39, 40 minutes on back-to-back games, right? So I think that leads to less injuries, and you know what? We don't have to rely on our starters as heavily again. Clear rules for all guys. Last year was a crapshoot, says Jean Pierre. Yeah, I agree, man. Last year was really weird. You know, in terms of our bench, particularly, he's going to have a big contract year for him, so he'll be hungry, says FS. So hold on. Oh yeah, Boucher is definitely going to be hungry. You know he's going to be hungry. Yeah. Sure, Raptors hate meaning even if they win games, they will not be given proper respect from U.S. media. Sure, honestly, I've come to a point where I just like don't even care about U.S. media. I really don't. They're never going to appreciate us. We literally won the championship, and you know the guys are still trying to dismiss our championship. So honestly, I could care whatever about the U.S. media. They can talk. It's Stephen A. Smith. Let's be honest. You know, it's those clowns, and I don't take them too seriously. Dragic needs to up his trade value so we can maximize his return at the NBA at the trade deadline, says FS. I agree. That's why I want to keep him till the trade deadline. In my opinion, the starting lineup should be Dragic. Wow. If the Raptors don't trade him, Fred VanVleet, shooting guard, Trent, small forward, OG, at power forward, Cam Birch, until Siakam comes back, says the Raps and Jays. That's definitely an interesting lineup. What do you guys think of that? Monroe says Dragic will be a great scoring punch off the bench, which is something we lacked last year. Yeah, Monroe's, I agree. He's going to be nice off of the bench. No, I was talking about DeRozan and Lonzo Ball. I believe our starting 5 will be the most formidable since we've had Kawhi, says Serge. Yeah, I think so too. Well, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I mean, was it better than when we had Serge, Pascal, OG, Lowry, and Fred VanVleet after our championship year? Are they better than that lineup, would you say? Gary Trent for MIP says Master Bear. Possible. What did he average? Like, 15, 16 points? So he'd probably have to make like a 4 or 5 point jump if he does. What do you think about this lineup? Says Bull, Fred VanVleet, Gary Trent Jr., OG, Scotty, and Cam when Pascal is out. I like the lineup. Don't get me wrong. I really like Scotty Barnes in the starting lineup because here's the thing. You can't have 4 starters that all want the ball. The ball distribution doesn't work, right? So you're going to have OG obviously step it up. Gary Trent Jr. likes to shoot. We know that. Fred VanVleet as well. So Scotty Barnes, he can be the guy who can play great defense. He can facilitate as well. So he's similar. I've talked about this months ago. He's similar to Pascal Siakam. Obviously not right now what Pascal is, but in terms of similarities of what they're able to do, you know. Watch the superstar breakout be Gary Trent Jr. He's got all the tools to become a high-volume shooter, says the Jabron Lames. I'm still having a hard time pronouncing a name. That name trips me up. But yeah, I hope so. I don't know if he'll be a superstar. I think he could be an all-star in the future. I don't know if he's there yet. But I definitely see the potential of being an all-star. We should start our own put-ish Wainwright on the team campaign, says Sher Khan. I think he is he not? Has he not been signed, or was that a two-way contract? Which tier one Bucks, Heat, tier two Bucks, tier three Raps, 76ers, Celtics, Bulls. My opinion says Abdul. You know, Abdul, I can't go wrong with that. That's pretty fair. Honestly, I like that. What would be the best package for Mavs with the Raptors if the trade ever happens with Dragic as Shere Khan? I think something like grabbing Moses Brown, for sure. If it's possible, get one of their young guys. Josh Green, I really like. Keep an eye on him. I really like him. So something along the lines of that, and probably some filler salary. So I have a feeling Precious is going to feast on other teams' backup bigs. I do too. I think he's going to feast on a lot of starters, to be honest. 6th seed in the East, not expecting too much from Scotty, but he seems like a hard worker. So I think he's going to be a very good player for us, as Holly Molly. He is a very hard worker, man. He's going to be a very good player for us. I agree. I think we need to lower our expectations. I hope people don't have the same expectations that they did in Summer League. Summer League is different because he's getting more touches, more minutes. His touches and minutes are going to go down in the starting in the season. So you have to expect a little bit less. Even though we traded Laurie, I feel like our team is better than last year, says Raps and Jays. Me too. I feel like our bench is really nice. Rashawn Lofter says, hey, how's it going, guys? Thank you all for being here. 40 of you guys are in here. And when Pascal comes back, we can replace Scotty with him. Bulbo, are you saying when Pascal comes back, we can replace Scotty with him? You're saying that we trade Pascal Siakam? Do you think the Raptors should sign a big star next offseason? As Edward Fleury, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. I hope so, but we don't have salary cap, right? So it'd be one of those sign and trades probably. So I don't know who would we include. I really do hope we are able to sign a big star, but we know the situation. They don't unfortunately like to come to Toronto often. I agree. We still don't have a starting five as formidable as the one you mentioned. However, Kawhi will not have the same impact as LA as he did in Toronto unless he wins a title there. Yeah, Serge, I agree. FS is asking, what about bringing Biz back? FS, I don't mind Biz, but the only thing is, can Biz hold his own against 7-4 centers? If he can, I'm not against bringing him back. Ish is a non-guaranteed contract that we put on the team if he does well in the training camp. So Shere Khan, okay, gotcha, man. I like Wainwright. I feel like he can guard multiple positions, brings a bit of toughness, 3-point shot. Wainwright is going to fill the Rondé, Hollis Jefferson, Rose effort. Actually, he has a jump shot, says RIP D Rose. Yeah, I agree. Bold prediction, if Chihuahua gets the minutes and touches, he can be a legitimate contender for MIP. That's, you know what? Actually, Monroe's, that's not a hot take. That's not even a bold prediction. I agree with that because he was getting 12 minutes a game with Miami Heat last season. He's definitely capable of way more than, statistical wise anyways. So yeah, I can see him as a 15-10 type of player. He really impressed me in the Olympics and Summer League, says Monroe. Yeah, he really impressed me too. He really impressed me. Blessings, everyone. Go Raps, says Derek. Derek, how's it going? Thank you for being here. Bobo says, no, I meant we can put Scotty off the bench. Yeah, Bobo, yeah, definitely. Scotty off of the bench. What's up, Prav, says 86. How's it going, man? Thank you guys for being here. There's 55 of you guys for being here, are here. I like Ishmael. He can add some me grit to the team, says Holly. Yeah, I do too. Brings a little bit of toughness. We have first round pick for the next 7 years, says Kushir, saying, wow, I did not know that. That's awesome. That's I don't want to drop hints just yet. I have a video coming up for you guys on I'll try to drop it early this week, but keep an eye on for that. I don't want to spoil it just yet, but I have something I want to talk about. Siakam is a star. Y'all stop with the Siakam trade talks. There are very few number one guys in the league, says Ken. Yes, Ken, or sorry, if I'm mispronouncing your name. I agree, guys. What's with the whole trade Pascal? This team is him and Fred VanVleet, they're both 27 years old. Build around those guys. You have such a beautiful core, and they're all under contract for multiple years. Let them grow, Our bench this year is insane, says race mode daily. Yeah, race mode. I absolutely agree. Everyone's sleeping on Utah, says Master Bear. Utah's nice. He has to get consistent minutes. So that's the thing people don't realize. You have to give guys consistent minutes. You can't play him once every third game and expect him to come in and score, 10 points or whatever. So I feel like we need to give him consistent minutes. Not sure about the tier one. Tier one has to be Nets, Hawks, 76ers 2, Heat, Hawks, Celtics 3, Knicks, Hawks, Pacers, Raptors, Bulls, Hornets. The East is good, says June Pierre. Yeah, the East is definitely stacked. Our bench is tight. They need to send a message from early, says Derek. Yeah, I agree. What do you think about the hot take on Barnes and Danton on all rookie first and second teams, respectively? Shere Khan, I just don't see Delano Banton being on any rookie team. I think he needs a lot of development. I just don't think he'll get the touches. But we're probably going to send him down to the G League, work with him a little bit, and then see how it goes, right? So with Siakam out, we'll give a chance for Mans to shine. Yeah, who will step up to be a scorer? Yeah, Derek, I agree. people need to use this opportunity. Not that you wish injuries on anyone, but Pascal being out, other guys need to step up. They're going to get a lot more touches. So underrated opinion, the Raptors should keep Dragic. They need the scoring, says my dad came back. He doesn't want to be here, though, right? Like, he's going to walk in free agency. Let's try to get something from him. I think so, too, if Danton or Delano Banton. I'm guessing, Gene Pierre, you're talking about Delano Banton. Gets playing time. Yeah, I don't think he'll get playing time, unfortunately. But keep Dragic until Moses Brown is eligible for trade, then trade him to Dallas for Moses Brown. Your thoughts, Serge? I'd love that trade. I want Moses Brown. I've talked about getting a 7-foot center. I would love Moses Brown, man. Get that 7-foot center. He's young. He's got potential, So I've been pretty inactive lately, Prab. Sorry, I must enjoy the summer. 86. Hey, it's all good, man. It's all good. It's all good. You guys have been enjoying the summer or what? It's been beautiful weather. I don't know where you guys are, but here in British Columbia, we've been getting insane amount of forest fires. It's been insane, but I hope we flip Dragic before the start of the season. I feel like he doesn't fit the Raptors culture at all. RIP, says D Rose. I feel like he does. If only he had not made those comments, man. If only he had not made those comments. 86 says fully faxed. I'm guessing waxed, you're saying? But yeah, only if Dragic had not made those comments. Actually, I hate this Pascal trade talk. Yeah, I don't like the Pascal trade talks, man. Saw IG story of OG working on his handles with dribble too much. Really? I should follow those guys too on IG. Also, guys, if you guys are watching this, I do want to do a reaction to fan trades. So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's the Warridge Report. Twitter is Warridge and you guys can message me shooting your trade proposals. I'm going to be reacting to it sometime in the next week or so. So you guys can send me trade proposals. I'll give you my reaction to that. I'll make a video on that. So who are your early favorites to win the chip if everyone's healthy? Asman Rose. I think Nets. Unfortunately, you know what? It's just Nets. It's they're hard to beat, man. They really are. James Welsh, how's it going, man? Thank you for being here. I agree with the intelligent fan who are tired of the casual bandwagon fans, dumb Pascal trades. Yeah, I don't like the Pascal trade, man. Delano Banton reminds me of Brandon Ingram, says click 2am. A bit. I see that a little bit too. Also, guys, if you guys want to give this stream a thumbs up, it does help reach more people. And if you guys want to hit the subscribe button, that'd be awesome. But yeah, I agree. His length, man, it's just absolutely insane. It's Decker on the team. Sam Decker could potentially be a three-point shooter specialist, and Matt Thomas, since he's taller and can get his shot off, a solid player. Something Thomas struggled to do, says F8. Yeah, I could potentially. I mean, I'm not the biggest Sam Decker fan. I'm not going to lie, but let's see. Let's see if he makes the team first. I think his contract isn't guaranteed. Delano is rookie of the year. I don't care, says RIP does. Maybe in the G League, we'll see. If you could pick again, would you take Sharif Cooper over Delano Banton in the draft? I understand it's only summer league, but Cooper did look good. Holy moly, what did Sharif Cooper average in the summer league? I need to see his stats because Sharif Cooper, I really liked him. I actually really liked Jericho Sims. On the New York Knicks, I actually ended up getting him. Do you think Van Vliet or OG could be all defense as my dad come back? I absolutely believe so, man. I felt like this should have been last season, to be honest. All right, for some reason, it says no internet. This is weird. You guys are still hearing me correct? You guys are hearing me good? I'll just use my phone here. Let's see. I see the Raptors as a 50s, 52 wins. John, that's quite a bit. 52 wins. I think if they win 52, they'd definitely be higher. But I agree. I'd see them as a 52. Who do you like as a starting five? Ask Race Mo Daly. I want Fred VanVleet. I want Gary Trent Jr., OG Anunoby. Assuming when Pascal comes back, if not Pascal, flip Chris Boucher in there because he's able to space the floor. He's got experience with the starting lineup, and then obviously Kem Birch. Maybe as the season progresses, maybe a lot of people have talked about this. Maybe Precious Achiuwa. Let me show. Any of you guys? Can you guys pull up Sharif Cooper's summer league stats? I really want to see what he pulled up. I really do like him, Sharif Cooper. But the thing was, I wouldn't take him over Delano. I would have taken him over David Johnson, though. I definitely would have taken him over. I've come around to honestly like Delano Banton a little bit. Moses Brown got something wrong with that we don't know about. It's like Whiteside, where I don't know what's wrong, but he doesn't get playing time and changes teams often, says Havoc. Yeah, CH. I don't know why that is. I really don't know why that is. It's really weird. Why he doesn't, like, some players just don't get playing time, even though they're playing really good. Phil says, hey, good evening. Hey, Phil, how's it going? Thank you for being here. I don't think 52 wins will be possible, but anything can happen, says Raps and Jace. Absolutely. Pascal's really good number one option, but more like a 1A. Still think we need a 1B. Maybe Trent can be a 20-point scorer, 20 points per game this year, and OG can be our third player who can contribute on in 2022-23, says Shir Khan. That's a nice take. I really feel like that's the case. We need Pascal. We need other guys to take a little bit pressure off Pascal, right? And we most importantly, we need to be healthy. Hopefully, everyone stays healthy. The most popular Kyle Lowry tribute on YouTube is hard to watch without shedding a tear. And even though I love him, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be weird hearing the starting point guard for your Raptors, 23 Fred VanVleet. Serge, it's hard, man. It's hard. If there's anyone that can replace Kyle Lowry, I'm not saying he will replace Kyle Lowry, but if you want any other point guard besides Kyle Lowry, it's someone he's mentored and Fred VanVleet. So can Fred VanVleet guard Kyle? Says Keenan. You know what? That's going to be an exciting matchup. I've talked about this in my starting lineup. How do you guys like that matchup of Fred VanVleet and Kyle Lowry? I'm pumped up to see that, man. They're both great defensive players. They're beasts. They're going to work on defense. So I want to see those two go head to head when we play the Miami Heat. I think our defense is going to cause problems for most teams. I'm skeptical about our half-court offense, says RIP D Rose. I agree. I think so too. Holly Molly says, do you think we'll be doing the hockey line changes this year like a couple of years ago? Do you think we'll be doing the hockey line changes? I'm sorry, Holly. Oh, like continuously changing? I'm not sure what you're asking. Thoughts on a lineup of Barnes, OG, Siakam, Boucher, Chiwa, all 6'9" with 7-foot wingspans. How would other teams handle this? Eric, that's going to be hard. That's going to be exciting, though. But then you got – sorry, guys, my water bottle. Then you got potentially – let's see. You got Chiwa. You got Barnes who can't stretch the three. So I don't know. It might be a little bit crowded in the front, like in the paint. But start a petition for the Raptors to pick up Kevin Pangos. And we're set to win a chip. So my starting lineup would be at the end of the season would be Precious, Spicy, OG, Freddie, and Barnes. Wow. Trent, Burge, Flynn off of the bench. James, you think so? Hey, Warrior says NBA Talks. NBA Talks, how's it going? Thank you for being here. It's a hot take to see Siakam hasn't reached his ceiling. I could still see him being a 25 point per scorer. You know what? RIP D Rose. Here's the thing. I actually think our offense is better this year than it has been last year. And he's probably going to have more help around him. So I don't think he's necessarily going to score 25 points, not because he's not capable of, but because they're going to have a lot of other guys step up and take shots as well and help him a little bit on offense. So that's the only reason I see. Raps and G says, I wish Raptors played. Yeah, me too, man. I'm missing some basketball. I don't know about you guys. Which 5 players do you think are going to come off the bench most often? Says Jason. Assuming we keep Dragic, he's coming off. Boucher, Flynn, Scotty Barnes. I hope Nick Nurse isn't too hard on him. Who's the 5th? I'm missing someone. Who's going to be Dragic, Flynn? Oh, sorry, Precious Achiuwa. That's who I'm missing. Assuming he doesn't start. Hockey lineup, like all 5 at the time. Bench squad time, says Gene. Hockey, yeah, like all 5 at all time. Like the 5 best players, are you saying? Fred VanVleet will put the clamps on Laurie. He's ready to surpass his mentor. Let's see. That might be a little bit of a hot take, FS. I wish the Raptors were going to face the Miami Heat early in the season. Me too, man. Me too. It would have been nice to see that. Have you seen Luka Garza in Detroit? I was high on him, wishing the Raptors would have drafted him. John, honestly, I really like Luka. I really like Luka Garza, but the thing was he couldn't play defense. That was his question mark coming into the league, which is why he fell so low. Despite being a great scorer at college basketball, he was great, but he fell like, I believe in the 50s, did he not? Or like late 40s. Yeah, but Detroit definitely got a nice one, man. He's a beast on offense. Sharif Cooper did. Thank you, Shirkan. Thank you for doing God's work here. Sharif Cooper did well